Well, spring is definitely here now, and I'm with Tim out at Stark Street Lawn and Garden, and we're going to be talking about the different things, Tim, that you can do to maintain your own machinery at home, your lawnmowers, weed eaters, tillers, and then the stuff that you might want to bring on into a store to be taken care of. So let's jump right into it and start talking about weed eaters here.
Okay, well, your engine maintenance on your 2-cycles is pretty basic. You have air filters and spark plugs. They're the easiest things for a homeowner to replace if it needs it. Once a year is a pretty good time to go ahead and switch those out. So just when spring comes, go ahead and swap them out.
So even if you don't change your spark plugs like I don't normally, once a year is really the suggestion to do that.
Yeah, that's a pretty good interval.
Okay, now what about a mower here?
Fuel is definitely the most important maintenance issue with lawnmowers. There's a lot of additives in the gas nowadays, and that can have some adverse effects with smaller engines. So the most important thing is to not burn fuel if it's sat for over a month or more than 3 months if it has stabilizer.
So certainly after winter, you'd want to get rid of that if there's any in it.
Yeah, so if you've had fuel sitting in there over winter, it's bad, you want to throw it out.
And then I'm assuming that the same rules would apply on a mower. You should check your air filter, your spark plug, all that stuff.
Yeah, all the same basic maintenance on the small engines. Very accessible, very easy to do. You do have some other things you can do on a mower that you can't do on a 2-cycle. Like for instance, you can change your blade, things like that. Some of those are a little bit trickier. You can bring your blade in and have it sharpened, or if you're really adventurous, you can try it yourself if you have a grinder, but it's usually easier and safer to just bring it in.
Because there's also that balancing issue that a lot of mowers have to deal with now too.
Yeah, there's lots of stuff in there that you don't necessarily want to mess with.
Yeah.
So.
Well, now what about, there's a tiller out here behind us. What about this? Are there different things here?
Again, dealing with a small engine, same basic components. Your most important maintenance on this is going to be a spark plug and an air filter. This is a 4-stroke, so it has a separate crankcase for the oil and the fuel.
Okay.
So on this one, you would also want to be sure to change the oil. 10W30 weight. Any garden store will have it.
Now, you know, there are some companies that actually make kits for the homeowner, like the John Deere here one. Tell me about what's in this.
Your John Deere home maintenance kit has everything you're going to need to do your standard maintenance on any rider. There's different kits for different models, so it's going to have air filter, fuel filter, everything that you're going to need for your regular spring cleaning.
And these are just some examples here, a spark plug, an air filter, and the blade for a lawnmower, but you really do have to be aware of that balancing. So I think people should just bring it in to get that changed. Now, Tim, there is something else, though, that people should remember to do if they're bringing in parts.
Yeah, it's really important to bring your old part that you're going to be replacing and the model number to make sure we can get the right thing for you.
Yeah, because you'd hate to walk out with the wrong thing. And you know, safety is always an issue for us here at Garden Time. So you know, don't forget that you should always be wearing some kind of eye protection and ear protection when you're using the machines. And also, if you get a weed eater, you want to make sure you have enough of that. Now this year, Tim, you guys have kind of a new program going on at Stark Street Lawn and Garden.
Yeah, we have a same-day lawnmower service.
Nice.
So as long as your lawnmower is in working condition, you can bring it in and we'll tune it up and have you ready to go out the door in the same day.
And I'll tell you what, you know, having brought my equipment in before to many places, sometimes it's like a 3-week wait. So if you just have this few things happening, you can get it done in a day. That's fantastic. Well, you know, for more information on any of this stuff, you can go to gardentime.tv. We'll click you over to the Stark Street Lawn and Garden website. Or, you know, just come in and talk with them and get some information so that you can make your gardening really easy this whole season long. Thanks a lot, Tim.
Thank you.